So this deck, here's the corner of the deck. We know that it lines up with the top of the second floor, so I'm going to draw a line here. I'm going to come up. There's the vertical part of the deck. Okay. We'll make it dark so it's very clear to see. We know that it's 4 feet, so we scale 4 feet from the station point line. And then, because this is a west-facing wall, it's going to project back to the left vanishing point, and the south-facing wall is going to project back here to the right vanishing point. And you can see the corner then of the terrace. Now I can start this other rectangle up at the top relative to the left rectangle. Remember, we're drawing these boxes. So I can also lay out my windows. You can lay out the windows here. And by projecting down, we line the triangle up with our windows. By projecting down, we can highlight where the windows would be. If we look at our elevations and we scale, we know that the window is 2 feet down from the roof. So from at our one line where we scale everything, we're going to come down 2 feet, scale it down. It's almost going to be in line with those windows right there. So I'm going to come down, and before I do that, actually I'll draw this line here to show where that box is. And then if you keep projecting back, let me erase this here. If you keep projecting back, the way you get that line is you have to connect the dots. So you connect that line all the way to where it meets the next object, and then that projects back to your vanishing point, and then you can connect that back to the other vanishing point. It's a little higher than I had it the first time. It's better. Then you can come down. You can project over. We're going to project over a couple of feet. Let's make this darker. So now I'm projecting these lines. I know that 2 feet down is the top of the windows. So I'm projecting all the way down. That'll tell me where my windows are. And then where those projection lines meet the projection line back to the vanishing point, one can darken up. You can see the terrace now, and you can see I'm going to make this a window back here. We'll show that as well. There's the window right there. Yes. And these, of course, are windows here as well. So we'll clean this up a little bit. You see that the building is taking shape. You see the terrace. You see the windows and the bedrooms above. Now we're going to work on the left side again. We're going to project up, connect the dots here, and you can see that that's the top of that box on the left, and here we can project down. We're going to do these windows here on the west elevation. If you project down from the floor plan, just wherever you have windows, project down with light drafting lines. We can scale. that the windows are about 2 feet down from the top. So again, at our one line where everything is to scale, we can scale down to connect to our vanishing point. That's the top of our window. This little window here is 2 feet. So you go down 2 feet and then another 2 feet. Connect to our vanishing point. Go down another 2 feet. You see I've got both sides there. I'm going to do the other window, the small window on the left that's that's in the garage. We'll do that as well. Now we're going to do the middle windows. Again, just projecting. I know where they are. They come down to the ground, but there's a terrace there. So I'm going to finish this up first. And now we're going to draw this terrace here. So where the terrace, we need to find this, we have this point on the picture plane. We need to find where the terrace meets that wall. Since it's coming, it sticks and comes out towards our left. So first we need to figure that, we need to go back on the west wall, go backwards, we scale it up, we connect to our vanishing point, we know that it's at that level, it's 4 feet up, so we're going to come back. And we know that if we project to where the terrace meets that west wall, we would have a line, because that's now the south facing wall of that terrace is facing south. We connect back to the right view vanishing plane. And then, now we have the south facing terrace. Now we want the west facing terrace wall. Take those same points, connect back to our vanishing point. We project down to where that wall ends. And if we clean this up a little bit, you can start to see the terrace. Darken these lines up. There's the terrace. Now we know where our windows can stop in terms of this view, so we can just project down for our windows behind the terrace. They stop at the top of the terrace. So we have all the different forms. We have our third floor window. The floor plan on the right is fading away, so you don't see much, but you have the first floor and the second floor. So now I'm going to do the second floor and the third floor. Now I'm going to do the first floor. Same thing, line up the same point at the same angle, 45 degrees. And everything is aligned, the picture plane and the point. So now I know that the first floor is about 9 feet high. So I'm going to measure down 9 feet. It's a new point right there. Remember, this is the only line that's to scale. Then I'm going to connect the bottom of that line to my right vanishing point and to the left vanishing point. And you can see that's going to be the base of the building. This point here, which is kind of the edge of the stair, we can project down. Okay. And again, you have to kind of follow the dots to get there. So from here, we're going to project up and to the right because we want to find where that wall meets the next corner. That will tell us where to turn again. So we project down, we have a corner. That point right there, we line it up with the right vanishing point. And where our floor plan drafting line meets the right vanishing point, that is the corner of the stair, and then the rest of that stair deck goes to the right. A little hard to see right now, but when we're done here, it'll make some sense. So this we know is 9 feet down because it's going to the right, where it's a west wall. We project from the right vanishing point. And projecting from the floor plan tells us how far out that goes. You're not measuring anymore, you're just projecting lines. Connect them with the vanishing points. Same with the right. And I know that the stair ends about right there. So I'm going to mark that off. So I know that the stair, and here's where the stair starts. So I can actually connect those dots, and you can see where eventually there will be stairs going down. We can start to darken in some of these lines. We know there's a wall and earth on the left side. And there you have it. You can see the second floor, the third floor, and the first floor. There's you can start to fill in some of this information. There's a ceiling underneath. You can project the end of the wall there on the second floor, close it off. We can show the handrails, and again, the handrails are going to be the same. We'll draw the vertical posts, but again, that handrail on the west side will project back to the left vanishing point, and the handrail on the right will just go down the stairs. We're going to do this little window right here. Again, same deal. It's 6 feet off the ground, so we're going to measure up 6 feet. Again, the only line where everything is to scale. 6 feet, it's because it's on the south wall, it's going to project back to the right vanishing point. We know it's 2 feet down. We know it's a 2-foot window. We can project from our floor plan where the limits of the window are, and then we can fill it in, and there it is.